have a certain clientele that, speaking of the attraction model, is attracted to you because of your social media?
Absolutely.
Is there a demographic there?
Yeah. I would say a lot of just what I want to put out, and Susan sees it's working, but then it's just my life and lifestyle too, where I think people, I don't want to sound like I'm cool, but people kind of want to just maybe do business with me to get, in the proximity, and they see I do good work. I sell my listings at a high price. I get buyers in escrow, which is, it's been hard to do these last year or so, right? So I think when people see that, and the way I even do social media is when I do, sold or in escrow, I want to make sure like people understand a story. I don't want to make it all about me either. It's like, what's the story behind it? I think people like that as well.
That is key, my friend, because great marketing is great storytelling. So if you could tell a great story, then you're doing a great job with the marketing, right?
Yep.
And so it sounds like you do have a lot of those gifts and talents for the words and stuff, and just being that attraction-based model.
Yeah.
He really is the real deal.
I know. I know. And I always say you work really, really hard, and it's not glamorous, but this career, because people can be naughty and disrespectful and challenging at times, because sometimes people stink, but you can have a beautiful, glamorous lifestyle. Like you get to live your life when you hustle hard and you invest time in it. Yeah. And that's what he's doing. He's the perfect example of that. He's so young to have done it already.
Well, and that's what's impressive is that you have wisdom beyond your years. And so it's interesting. Where did that come from? Is that a...
I think it's really getting into this business, again, like straight out of high school. My best friends became real estate investors. They became like Susan that I looked up to, right? Like, if I talk personally, me and my wife, we had our boy Liam when we were 20 years old. So for me, that was, I got into the business 17, but really didn't start doing anything when I was like 18, closed a couple deals. But once I found out I was going to be a dad, I think that's like the fight or flight, mentality.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, if I'm going to be a dad, I need to provide. That was the first year when I was 20. That's the first year I made 6 figures in this business. And then, so just being around, I guess, to answer your question, is the right association. And when people were going to college and partying and, going to raves, all that stuff, I didn't do that. I put my head down and I worked. So it's that law of association, as we all know, it's a big game changer. And then it's really personal development. Like, I consider my mentor Jim Rohn. I never got a chance to meet him, but everything that he says, I love his psychology. I love everything that he says. Yeah. And as you guys know, that's Darren Hardy's mentor too, right? Yeah,
so we have all of that in common. Yeah.
Have you listened on Spotify and type in Jim Rohn and then remix, and somebody takes like the best of Jim Rohn and does like dubstep, cool music.
No way.
So if you're going to the gym or whatever, you don't want to listen to like a full presentation, but it's like doom 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 doom. You gotta don't ask for less problems, ask to be better. That kind of stuff. So check that out. It'll be good.
I want to see that.
Yeah, no, it's fun.
We'll listen to it.
But for such a young person to just know that that's an essential thing in order to grow, that's what's impressive.
Well, that's kind of where I was getting at with it, is that, like you're saying, so many of people that are transitioning into adulthood, and sometimes even into their 40s, there's, have you ever met like a 50-year-old that is still acting like they're 14? You're like,
I'm 60.
And you're still a 12-year-old girl.
I am.
But you own all this, so it's okay.
Right.
But I think what you said was key, is that the power of associations is everything. So if you're hanging out and all 10 of your friends are going to raves every weekend, or all 10 of your friends are going to real estate investment seminars or personal development places, that's going to have an effect.
Sure.
And so it's that, what path are you going to choose effect? And I'm speaking to you young people, so make sure you pick your friends wisely and develop yourself.
Yeah,
it's true.
Because this is the result.
Right.
Yeah,
Absolute success.
Result.